to Point Shot. My guest today is multiple-time world champion Dan Grigas. How you doing, Dan?
I'm good. How are you, Tim?
Well, I'm probably better off than I should be. But these are strange days right now. How are you doing? How's your family? Are you working?
Everybody's good here. And yeah, I went back to work last Monday. They called us back for working at a medical facility right now. So it's essential. And I've been back.
Good, man. Good for you. I guess it's kind of scary though, huh? You guys.
It is. There's not a lot of guys working right now. So that's the good part. I was skeptical of going back because of being around so many people, but
Yeah.
there's a handful of us and that's it. And it's really not too bad. Wearing the mask kind of sucks, but you kind of get used to it after a while.
Yeah. Can you imagine us playing a tournament where everybody's wearing a mask?
There'd be a lot of bandanas worn, I believe.
Yeah. I think that's actually in our future, man.
I believe so.
I don't want to skip ahead too far. Yeah, everyone's pretty well familiar with you. You're one of the most decorated quaiters that shows up at a lot of the tournaments. And and we'll get into all the different tournaments you've won, but I'm interested to know when you started playing. A lot of guys have been sharing stories about early on in quaits, rather than what they see you doing now. Just curious where you got your start.
I got my start with Landis and Scott Looking Bill and Beeve Looking Bill playing at Landis's house for fun. And somebody mentioned to us about the USQA, and we never heard of it before. So we practiced up. We thought we were pretty good until we came and met you guys at the first tournament and realized we weren't so good at it at the time. And I believe the first tournament we threw was Danville.
Okay.
And we placed 32nd, so we just made the playoffs. And after that, we went home and started practicing hard so we could compete with you guys, because it was a turning point for us. We realized you got to be throwing all the time to compete.
Right. Yeah. What do you remember what year that might have been? Because in Danville, there were some years where they got 70, 80, 90 teams.
Yeah, oh boy.
So 32nd wouldn't be so bad. Your first tournament out in a big field like that.
No, it was 7, 8 years ago, I would have to say.
Okay. Still down at the school?
Yeah, when we first started down at the school.
Mm-hmm. Who was it? When you say we, was that you and Scott?
Me and Scott Looking Bill threw together at that time.
And were you the rum runners right from the jump?
No, I'm going to be honest. I don't even remember what we were at that time. That was something Scotty came up with off of a beer koozie he had. It had rum runners on it. So we went with rum runners.
Yeah, that's great. And then you guys went on a few years after that, not too long, and you won 2 world championships together, you and Scott. Was it back to back?
No, I think it was our second year in. We won the worlds, and then the 4th year we won the worlds again.
There was a pause in there. Yeah, I should have that list handy. I don't have it. I didn't look it up either. I knew you'd know. So
yeah,
that's great. That's great. It's interesting. You're not the first person to say, "Oh, my first tournament was Danville," that you drove up to Danville. That's interesting. So you've also had the points tournament, the belt. You've had a lot of. Were you the first to get the belt the year we had the belt?
I was the first to get the belt, correct.
Yeah, right. Everybody got it, but it just didn't exist till the year.
Exactly.
Till you had it there. Yeah, that was fun. I wanted to pull up a picture, but I don't have it. But when you came on the show, you came on the Quait Pits and had the belt. That was pretty cool.
Yes.
And I remember your son telling me that's the coolest trophy he's won yet.
Yeah, it is. It was neat to have that. It was an honor to have that.
Yeah. Well, the way you play, you might have it again. You never know.
Anything's possible, but there's a lot of good guys out there.
It's tough, man. People are so
it's a tough
good.
crowd. Really is.
Yeah, it's a tough room. Someone was talking about just playing indoors over the winter, and we had some rooms that were just full of killers. It was,
It's tough competition. You got to be on your A game, and you have to be.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're out.
Yeah. Well, I had your partner, I think he aired today, Dwayne, your current partner from the
Okay.
Deuce Bag. So now we know Rum Runners came from a cooler. Am I going to regret asking you where Deuce Bags came from?
No. Dwayne and I were looking for a name, and his wife, Nikki, came up with Deuce Bags. So we went right with it. It sounded like a good name. It was different, and we like it.
Yeah. I had Big Game on the other day. I think we just put it out today, and he was talking about you. We were getting into – everyone has very similar stories about their early tournaments getting their ass kicked. And,
Yes.
So it's refreshing to know you had the same experience. It seems that's universal with everybody that's coming on. But the other thing that's universal is they stuck with it. Like it made Dwayne want to play more and practice a lot.
Absolutely. It drove me to practice and I wanted to win a tournament. That's
Right.
where I started, wanting to win one. And then 1, 2, and 3. And then we set our sights on, we wanted to win the championship just to show who we are, that we can do this. And we accomplished that. And that's ultimately where I want to go with Dwayne. I want to win a championship for Dwayne. He deserves it. The guy's a great thrower.
Yep.
And not putting anybody else down. There's a lot of great throwers, but he is a really good thrower, and I'd like to win one with him and have the chance to do it.
Yeah. I told him, I hope he said he wants to be world champ. You guys are like saying the same stuff. I said, well, I want you to be a world champ too, Dwayne, just not at my expense. I'll stay on the other side of the bracket to the end if I can, if I get lucky. Oh man, I miss it. You getting to throw it all right now? I know your son throws a little bit.
Yeah, my youngest son and I, Hunter, were out. We were out the last 2 weeks. We've been throwing in my yard because I wanted to practice. I've got sick of sitting around and got some nice weather to be able to do it now.
Yeah, that's nice. How are you hitting them?
Not so good to start because I haven't thrown since the Apple Festival. So I was a little rusty to start, but as the week went on, I got better and better, and I'm not 100% yet, but I feel confident and good enough to throw right now.
Oh yeah, I don't doubt that at all. How about Hunter?
He is
a couple of years away from giving you a run.
A few years, I believe.
Yeah.
He's finally reaching the pin. He's able to reach it now and throw. He's got to work on his form a little bit and his quoit throw a little bit, and he'll be all right.
Well, if he wants to, he's got a pretty good teacher right there. Yeah.
Well, you know how kids are, though. They don't like to listen to dad. They'll listen to somebody else before they listen to dad.
Yeah, but eventually they go back and go, you know what, dad was right. On
yeah,
those things.
I think so. I think that'll end up happening. He listens somewhat. I've won my fair share, so I think he knows I know what I'm saying to him.
Yeah, I would hope so. Yeah, it's interesting to watch all the different throws. You're a lefty, right?
Yes, sir.
You're a lefty, and you have a distinctive throw. Watching the video from all the different guys out there, you say your son will, have to listen to you, but he'll develop his own throw that'll fit his game.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's fun to look back at some of these videos. We had one of you the other day working the pits. You and Dwayne. I know you're not a Facebook guy. I'm doing a video a day, and we're just running out of stuff. So I found like 5 minutes of video of you and Dwayne fixing up the pits at Danville. So everyone got to see what work looks like.
Yeah.
And you did a good job. So what do you think we should do coming out of this quarantine if we're allowed to have large gatherings? Should we start right up where the schedule would have been, or do we reshuffle the deck, figure something out that's new?
That's a good question. I don't know what to say there. To me, it wouldn't matter either way, as long as we're playing somewhere. Yeah. I'd be happy just throwing anywhere, being able to get together and see everybody again and throw some quoits. But I don't know. I don't know how we would run that with everything this year, because we're going to be partway through the season, if not halfway or more, before we're able to get a gathering together.
Yeah, there was some talk of tossing the point thing out for the year, and I don't know. We may not ever this year be allowed to have more than 10 people in one location.
Yeah.
But check your email. There's an idea floating around out there. So
I read that today.
all right, good.
I like your idea of doing a round robin, and just got to get enough places to throw with enough pits that we can do that. I like it. It's a good idea.
Yeah. I was saying to someone earlier, it'd be interesting if the sport grew to the point where, that it would evolve to those round robin things, and you grow out of your club to sectionals, to regionals, to whatever, eventually get down to 8 regions of the United States and have those 8 people play a round robin.
That would be that would be cool.
It would be exciting, and it would condense the time, that's
absolutely.
Yeah. I hope we get to do it at some point, that round robin format. I think it'll be fun to see who breaks through, even if we're all together,
Absolutely. I would love it. I think it's a good idea.
Yeah. It looks like fun. Well,
yeah.
Most people are getting out there starting to throw, so I'm glad to hear your pits are open.
Yes, sir.
I got one question I've been asking everybody. You're not on Facebook, so you probably have no idea. So if you could bring one celebrity, living or dead, anyone you want, to a quoit tournament to be your partner, who you got? But you can't take anyone who's already been taken. So
I don't know who's been taken, so
I'll run the list for you if you like. Or you could just shoot and see if you get somebody that's not already taken. There's 12 people taken already.
Oh, wow. Who would I bring? It's a real good question.
4 of the 12 are dead.
4 of the 12 dead.
I don't know if that helps you at all.
I would probably have to say I'd bring Clint Eastwood.
That's a good call. He's not taken. I like it. What's your thinking on that?
I'd like to meet the guy. I would really like to meet him. I enjoy watching his movies, his older Western movies. I grew up watching with my grandmother. Just somebody I look up to. I think he's a good all around guy. It'd be just neat to have him around.
Yeah, that would be a fun day.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he's probably too. If you're going back and getting him when he was young, he's probably in really good shape early on. Young Clint Eastwood, those cowboy movies.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's a good pick, Dan. I like it. Well, we're gonna build up quite a field. We got a great group of celebrities to play with. I think you got a good partner there. Although I'm not sure anybody's gonna. We got Monk. Monk didn't go. Monk's gonna come up tomorrow. Oh no, he went because we're in the future. So Monk took Jesus.
Jesus.
So, yeah. So even though Clint Eastwood may have real good eye-hand coordination, it's going to be tough to beat Jesus.
Yes, it would be.
But we'll see what happens.
Yes, sir.
Dan, we're just about out of time. Do you have anything, parting words you want to say to the quaiters out there before we take off?
Stay safe and practice hard. I'm coming to kick your ass.
Like only a champ could say. Good job, Dan. On that, we're out. We won't even say sometimes you got to take the point because when you're Dan Grigas, you just put it on the pin. Bam. Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Take it
See
easy.
ya.